I want to be a meteorologist when I grow up.
You hate to be wrong all the time.
We have some maneuvering to do. We mentioned about some Georgia weather. This is a huge system where we're trying to find where we're going to stay. We're supposed to stay in Savannah, but that's not going to happen. It is what it is. There could be worse things, but we seem to be developing a pattern of this happening. Would you look at what's going on around us here?
Yeah, this is not really the way we wanted to start our journey down to Florida. But the good news is it is Sunday. We're leaving Thursday. We got about 6 to 8 inches of snow. Just a little history. This is our 6th Tampa show that we're going to, and it has never snowed either on the way down, on the way back. 5 of them. We have never taken the motorhome
For fear of snow.
For fear of snow. We have it's almost like a little bit of a ski slope to get out of here. So any amount of snow, we can't move. However, it's going to work out. This is the worst day. It's starting to melt already. We got a little bit less than we're supposed to get. And then the next couple of days, it's going to be 40s, 50s, rain. So this is pretty much all going to be gone. Thursday, we're going to hit the road early and we should make it down to Virginia with no issues.
So we have a little couple stops on the way down to Florida. We're taking our time this year. Sometimes when we've gone in the past where we usually took the truck,
much easier with
we
the
would
truck.
just fly down and go one night.
No, we would drive down.
I mean, fly down in the truck. So corny.
Yeah, it was.
So anyway, we are going the first night. We are leaving Thursday and we're going to head to Virginia, Ashland, Virginia. We're going to be staying there at a Harvest Host.
Guess what it is?
The Mega Wash.
It's an RV wash. So guess what we're doing?
Host.
We're getting the RV washed.
And we're going to need it. Then after that, Friday, we'll be headed down to Savannah. So you're going to see all these little stops throughout this vlog. So we'll be in Savannah, Georgia, which we haven't been to since 2019. We can't wait. We love it there. And then the third day, we will wind up in Auburndale, Florida.
Correct.
Let's hit the road. We made it out of the driveway. So the first hurdle is done. We were able to get out. Now we're gonna hook up this thing and we're gonna hit the road. Guys, pray that this is I don't know if I wanna say boring trip, but boring in terms of repairs and breakdowns and everything. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed. We already see something that may be an issue is that we are supposed to be staying in Savannah, Georgia tomorrow night, and we see there's tornado watches, so we may have to change up our plans a little bit with that. We'll keep you informed and bring you along. This is going to be an epic road trip, something we've never done before in the winter, headed down to Florida.
So we're about 10 miles or so from the Jersey border, going 95 south. So it's very different, like South Jersey, North Jersey, very different. Most of the time when we get snow up North Jersey, they get nothing down here, and that was no different with this last snowstorm. They got absolutely nothing. You could see no evidence of snow out here. It has cleared out. The weather is warmed up. Right now it's 46 degrees, which may sound cold for you Floridians, but that's really nice for mid-January at this point. So far on this trip, everything has been going well. The only thing I didn't check, and we're gonna do a video, we'll post it, we'll link it above if it's out, about the checklist we ran through prior to hitting this road trip. It's about almost 2,300 miles round trip. But what I didn't check were the batteries in the TPMS in the towed vehicle. So I just noticed that I have no signal in both rear tires. They're probably dead batteries just from experience. That's what it's been before. But we do carry extra batteries on board. We might have to call audible depending on the weather.
That I mentioned.
Yeah, like MJ said, so we're going from Virginia down to Savannah, but so far it's not looking very good. So we may shorten the day and just stop over somewhere in South Carolina to kind of avoid that and then have a clear shot down to Florida. So we're looking forward to it. Hopefully the weather stays like this. Hopefully Nellie behaves. She just passed the 30,000 mile mark, so she's kind of a little bit of a workhorse, and we'll take you along. I'm sure the trip's still young. We still got some time to go. We're ready, feeling the warmth. It is almost 60 degrees, 58 degrees, which again may seem cold, but we left this morning, it was in the 30s. Pretty awesome. So
Where are we?
We're in Virginia, Ashland, Virginia. We're gonna be going to our first stop, which is the Mega Car Wash, like I said earlier. But we've had so far a flawless trip now.
Except for some DC traffic, but that's fine.
Try not to jinx this. Down to the fuel stop. So we made one stop. I had to pull over to pee. Richard Stockton rest stop in Jersey on the Turnpike. So I pull in and it's almost never an empty fuel stop. I'm like, might as well. Fueled up time down to my pee. Like I was done peeing. It was almost like a NASCAR pit stop. It was that quick. Then we get off the exit here in Ashland and look at this. Pull right in and we're about 4 miles from our final destination for this trip, which is going to be awesome. I'm going to be fueled up, ready to go in the morning, about 5 miles off of 95. So far it's been awesome.
So I don't have sunglasses, sorry. I know those of you that hate them are probably upset right now, but it's all right. We have some maneuvering to do. We mentioned about some Georgia weather that's coming in for tomorrow. So we're looking, and this is a huge system where we're trying to find where we're going to stay. We're supposed to stay in Savannah, but that's not going to happen with tornado watches and large hail and all this stuff. So we're trying to see how far we can go, either north or east, to try to avoid this system. We're not having too much luck yet. We may shoot for Charleston, South Carolina. That
Jersey people.
is
How are you?
Hi, we're Joe and Dawn. We watched
Do you-
those already.
Well, look, we met subscribers at the gas station. You want to say hi?
Right now, how are you?
Say hi.
Hi, Joe and Dawn.
Sorry about that. You never know when you're going to meet people on the road. It's so cool. So they're actually headed to the Florida RV Super Show also.
Jersey people.
Jersey, yeah, they're not too far from us. We never met them, or actually, I think they said we met them at the show last year. So anyway, I think I was talking about the weather tomorrow, whatever. I digress, but we're going to try to really track this a little bit more and see where we're going to stay. Somebody's playing Baby Shark. And then we are going to try to see where we're going to stay tomorrow, because we don't know what's going on.
Fuel 285. I know the sign says 289, but it's 285 here. 38.128 gallons, 109.01.
Nice.
So I'm happy with that. And I think before it was about 45 bucks now. Yeah, so we're approaching 200 bucks. So we're at the Mega Wash.
Welcome to Virginia, where everybody's
It's
nice.
super nice. Steve came right out. I guess he's the manager here, worker here. We got a wash. We got the work, so it was 89 bucks. Normally do it myself, but we got to throw in some business, and of course it keeps the RV.
Because again, this is a harvest host, so you want to kind of spend
Correct. But this place, you could fill up. They have a dump station right here, 30 amp electric when we get out of here. So we're going to pull in and then maybe we're filling up right now. Maybe go to downtown Ashland, kind of walk around the college over there. Be a short night, quick night tonight, not too long.
Good morning. It's a beautiful cold morning in Ashland, Virginia. We had a great night's sleep. Oh my God, it was so good. So we're just hooking up the car. We're gonna get headed down to, we've decided now where we're gonna go. So there is still a risk of some really severe weather, and a lot of you have been commenting in our social media about it, so thank you for kind of keeping an eye out for us. But we were going to stay in Savannah. We're not going to do that anymore. We're actually staying in Manning, South Carolina, and we found a harvest host there. It's a church parking lot, pavement, no grass. It's still going to be raining and stormy, but I think it's going to be a little safer than if we went further south. Fingers crossed. We'll bring you along later. Hopefully the weather, we get there before it gets too bad. So that's what we're hoping for.
So we are in the South, and people are normally, how could I say, they think outside themselves. So we're in North Carolina. We just pulled in to put fuel. Sometimes common sense is not something you're born with, but you would think with time you would start getting social cues. So look what pulls out, right? Like they literally reversed right in front of us, knowing that we're not gonna be able to get out. Look at all the other open stalls. And now we're sitting here as this person looks at us, and they put fuel and they clean their windshield, and we're waiting as they take their time.
This happened the last trip
because
too,
their
remember?
time is more valuable than our time.
I always look at it like this.
I gotta go to the bathroom. You could talk.
Okay, let me flip this around.
They're from Canada. Sorry.
I always look at it like this. Hey, we love our Canadian. We have a lot of Canadian subscribers. We love you guys, but they are from Quebec. I always look at it like this. When something like this happens, I try to look at it as like, okay, it's happening for a reason. We're going to be not at a light when a crash happens or something. I always try to spin it to make it a little bit less angering, I guess. But anyway, it is what it is. There could be worse things, but we seem to be developing a pattern of this happening. Do you have this happen to you? Put in the comments below.
Day number, what is this?
2.
Two.
It's only 2. You're losing track of it.
So we were just saying, like, oh, these days are so great. They're not long days. We drove about 7 hours, but for us, we've driven, 12 plus hours pretty regularly. We like breaking this up. Tomorrow we have about another 6.5, 7 hours to Florida, but we are right now in Manning, South Carolina at a harvest host. What's the name of this place?
I think it's the Restorative Church or something. It's a church. It's
just
nothing
convenient.
special. It's a parking lot.
The parking lot, they do have water if you want to fill up, which we did. It's right off of 95, which is key.
Right. And again, we rerouted. We weren't going to Savannah because of the storm. We're going to get storms here, but it's not going to be too bad.
It kind of
Almost dwindled
got a little bit
bit.
better, so it might
Yeah.
get a couple of hours of
It's actually
rain.
starting to rain a little bit now. What does concern us, though, a week and a half out when we actually get back home. So on Tuesday, upcoming Tuesday, today's Friday, there is a storm projected for home, and it's showing 4 to 8 inches. The problem is we have to go back home to that, and it's cold every day, so there's no melting like what happened before we left to come here.
There's nothing we could do at this
There's
point. We got to
nothing
figure it
The
out.
problem is that where we live, getting up there, that's the problem. If we just lived on a street where we just pull in, it would be easy. But we're gonna keep an eye on this, and we're gonna have to figure something out. And
We'll figure it out.
we will. We always do. But we're gonna keep our eyes on that one. So, what are the chances of pulling into a harvest host and there's one other RV there, and it happens to be the exact same RV
That's a newer
as
one.
we have. So it's a Baystar 3626. It's so funny. The owner came out and we heard MJ Izzy. We're like, we have to know this person, maybe from Facebook or whatever. So I guess they watch our channel or whatever. But it was pretty cool to pull in and see like your twin sitting in the lot.
We left early this morning, about 6:15 a.m. from Manning, South Carolina, on our way down to Auburndale, Polk City. We're not quite sure. I think it's Auburndale. But today's been a little bit interesting. So yesterday it rained, but it was really nothing like that bad. There was a couple of downpours, but it didn't last. So that worked out really well. But this morning there's been high wind advisory. And thankfully we had the liquid spring, which is helping a lot because I don't know how this would be without the liquid
hard.
spring.
Yeah.
But we feel it. It's not bad, but you feel that push. You kind of have to be at attention, so to say. So we have about 4 hours left to get to our location. We're probably not that far from the Florida border. Clear skies, guys. It's 53 right now on the dashboard. The GPS has us getting to our location almost right at check-in. By the time we put fuel and whatever, it'll be right at the check-in time around 2 o'clock. And then we're just going to head out to probably, was it Winter Haven? Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
Just walk around, try to move. We've had 3 days of long days, and neither one of us really like that. So we're going to try to get a bunch of steps in and try to stretch out a bit. And we have now at least another 7 days down in Florida.
Now this I can get used to. Short sleeves in January. I am loving it. So we have arrived at our destination. We are at, and probably a lot of you are gonna laugh, we haven't told them where we were staying, right?
No.
We are staying at the Love's Truck Stop, high end. He only does the best for me. 30 bucks a night, 38 minutes from the Florida State Fairgrounds. We got a kid going to college in August, so we are budget friendly now. So
Makes sense.
has to make sense, yes. So far, well, what do you hang on? What do you think about it?
Listen, I know people call us glampers out there. Maybe we are, but brand new 5030 amp, sewer, water. What more do I need? You got a propane. You got Arby's right there. If you need some fries at night, you like a roast beef sandwich. Perfect for me. So let's give you some numbers, guys, because everybody likes numbers. So this is the first time we drove the motorhome down. One of the big reasons for that, well, 2 reasons. We wanted the adventure on the motorhome to experience that coming down to the Tampa show. The second big reason, we were staying at hotels, and hotels after COVID just got really expensive to the point it was like, why are we doing this? Like, we're coming down here, we're spending all this money in hotels, and you get a hotel, you gotta get food. So cost was a big thing. So let's tell you what the cost so far for the road trip down. 6 fuel stops. Now, we don't let it get down below half a tank for us. 6 fuel stops. We travel a total of 1,173 miles. That's with some stops off the exits coming down, of course, going to fuel stations and the harvest hosts. We put in 168.5 gallons for a total cost of $508.66. We average 6.96 miles per gallon because a lot of people ask that. And it comes out to about 301 per gallon was the average. Some were less than $3 a gallon. Some places was more. But that's what we cost so far. Now, what we were paying in hotels was almost $2,000 last year. We're going to be saving probably close to half, if not more, taking the motorhome.
Because we ate out every meal.
Every meal. Yeah, except the crappy breakfast they had in the hotel. Like when we stopped at the Harvest Host, we didn't eat out. We were in here the whole time.
I think Florida's broken. I want a refund because this weather is not what we came here for. It's chilly and it's rainy, but whatever. I'm not going to complain.
But you're gonna
It's-
complain.
But it's about 30 degrees warmer than home, so that's okay. Yeah, this week is not projected to look very good, but it is what it is. We'll still got our work done. So we had a nice morning today.
Day of calmness, really.
Yeah, we did a video this morning. We did a campground review. We'll link it above if it's out yet. We just left the gym. Planet Fitness is here. We're gonna go grab a little something to eat, and then we're gonna go to Starbucks so we can edit a video and do some work.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna kind of chill out, walk around a little bit. This is kind of like the calm before the storm. We have a lot of time on our hands and we're gonna enjoy it. A little bit relaxing. So finishing up a busy day today. We had a long day. We got a lot done though. We're headed to,
What are we doing?
I make everybody dizzy. We're headed to, I gotta find the garbage can. Headed to Publix just to pick up some food for the week so we can make our lunch and do whatever. We watched our videos we talk about at the show. It's not really like a food haven there. So we
Very
try to bring our,
expensive. Yeah, we bring our own.
yeah, we try to bring our own food because starting tomorrow, the show gets on the road, right?
For
That's
us.
when we really
for-
start.
Yes. These are a show snack that we get. These are Larabars. If you've had Larabars, let us know. There's 4 ingredients. We're thinking we're weird. There's 4 ingredients in these. They're so good. So it's dates, peanuts, semi-sweet chocolate chips, and sea salt. So it's kind of like a little pick-me-up midday when we're getting tired of the show. Cliff bars we also like. So we kind of just try to change it up a little bit and just, give us a little pickup.
So you know what time it is? It's that time that we get to clean, and we are so happy to be working in 2024 with SideQuest USA. They make release cleaner, guys. This is one of the best all-in-one cleaners out there. Not too bad with the bugs right now because we're in the off-season in Florida, but we do have some bugs. I'm just going to spray really quick over here. And I just want you to see how this stuff works. So Release Cleaner is an all-in-one solution. You can clean everything: fiberglass, paint, interior, glass, wheels. It doesn't even matter. We even use it on our upholstery.
I actually used it on my shoes at home too. Remember?
Yeah, your shoes, yeah.
actually cleaned them.
This stuff works amazing. You just spray it on. You could put it on the foam dispenser, or you can do regular, just a spray bottle. What's awesome about it, it's made in USA. It's safe on all different types of surfaces. There's no sulfurs, no dyes. And if you buy the 1 gallon concentrate, you can get 80 32-ounce bottles for the cost of that 1 gallon concentrate. A couple things that it allows you to carry a whole bunch of cleaner on your RV without the extra weight, and it costs about $1.12 per bottle when you break it down. So I'm already done here. Let's just show you how this stuff works. So here we go. Everything is just bugs gone. 1, 2, 3. And you just turn over, wipe it down. It doesn't leave any residue, guys. You just wipe it down. Let me show you over here where there were some bugs. Those bugs are gone. Now we do have a little bit of rain here, guys. That's why it's still a little bit wet. Those bugs come right off. Last one, let me show you the Mustang where it gets kicked up all the dirt here. We just let that work, because what this solution does, it actually associates with the dirt and releases it. Absolutely awesome, guys. We love this stuff. SideQuestUSA.com. Use discount code ENDLESS10. Get 10% off of your purchase. And if you purchase anything $75 or more, it's free shipping. We're going to put the link down below.
So the weather was supposed to be pouring rain and cloudy all day.
Good for us.
It's sunny and 70, and it's been really good. It drizzled a couple times. We just got a bunch of videos done. We went live today. Kind of got a feel for the show. It's Monday, so Industry Day's tomorrow, and then the show kicks off on Wednesday. Very, very excited. Everything's getting set up. Some cool new looks out there in terms of RVs, and it's exciting.
We're actually meeting up with another channel for dinner a little bit later. We're not going to tell you who it is, but we've met with them before. Great channel. Great people outside of YouTube.
Yeah.
We are at our favorite spot in Tampa. It's like Jamaica in Tampa. The food here is outstanding. The Jerk Hut.
Jerk Hut.
East Fowler Ave in Tampa. No, it's not a plug for them. This place is just awesome. If you like any kind of food, good prices, good food, and we just happened to find another wonderful foodie couple.
We
Who are these
actually
guys?
planned. Hello! It's our friends Wander Local, so let's get in here. So guys, if you don't know Wander Local, you've seen them on our channel before. This is Lauren and Daniel and Dash, and they have an amazing channel on YouTube. If you don't follow them, make sure you do. So they love to eat like we do, kind of a lot of ethnic foods and that kind of thing. So we said, let's meet. He's like, where do you want to meet? I said, Jamaican. We got this. And right, you said, Dana's going to be so excited.
I am excited. The food was so good.
It was good, right?
So we're always looking for somewhere that's really local, and we have spent, like, we've lived here in Tampa for over 10 years, and we did not know this place existed. So we're so pumped that you guys introduced us.
We got to wander local with you guys today, which is amazing.
That's the beauty of RVing, right? Everybody let it pick a little bit from everyone. These guys are awesome.
And we had the same food taste, and we had a blast. And even Dash enjoyed the food.
He woke up and he had some pumpkin.
yeah.
He wasn't a big fan of the pumpkin, but he did like the rice and peas.
He was also a really big fan of all of the lights and the ambiance and all the fun. So if you find yourself in Tampa, you got to check this place out, because it's definitely worth it.
I want to be a meteorologist when I grow up
You hate to be wrong all the time.
because it was supposed to be thunderstorming right now. This is Industry Day at the Florida RV Super Show. It's supposed to be thunderstorming all day. It's sunny and beautiful out, and hopefully that continues all day. So we're here for Industry Day, ready to do lots of filming. Gonna go live. We have a lot of fun things to do today, meeting up with a bunch of people to work on some projects, and very excited.
Hey everybody, so before Izzy and MJ start the tour of the Nexus RVs, we're here at Dave & Buster's, and I am promising you now, they said that they're ugly, and I concur. At the end of this video, I will give you a $100 bill, just one, if you think the interior designs for this year are ugly.
This is not match cash, right? It's real cash?
No, real cash, $100.
All right. Was a ton of fun. So we just had an evening out with RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding, one of our sponsors. They sponsor, if you haven't noticed, a ton of RV YouTubers. So we got together with a bunch of them tonight, just had some food, played some games. So Matt's RV Reviews was there, Will and Jen, Wayward Wags, Our Everyday Getaway, Grateful Glamper, Bailey Goes Outside. I'm trying to remember, but it was really a lot of fun.
Buster's, how awesome is that?
Yeah, Dave & Buster's, it was so cool. So it was just really a lot of fun to kind of, you work so hard all day at the show. It's really fun to just settle and relax and kind of get to hang with your colleagues and be relaxed.
And I shouldn't say the guys, the ladies from Brooklyn Bedding, they're great. That whole team is great.
They're so sweet, down to earth, genuine. It's just a really, really good company. It's very dark, guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a little too much. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to shut it down tonight, and we will be heading back with a part 2 of this. This is far from over. We're going to break this up in 2 for you because we got a lot of good stuff on the way. We got the rest of the show. The show is actually kicking off tomorrow. We have
travel back home, which is getting interesting.
Yes, it is getting interesting, guys, because there is snow on the ground as of today, and now we're looking at another storm on 2 to 3 days before we arrive back home. So we may have to be changing plans. We're not quite sure what's going to happen. We'll see. We're going to hit a couple harvest hosts on the way home. So really, really exciting. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. In the comments below, let us know, have you had any RV travels that you've had to change because of weather? We've already had this trip headed down, and it looks like we might have to be doing the same thing going home. So let us know in the comments below anything else that you liked about this video. We'll see you in part 2.